What's up, guys? We are back with viewer castles. The first one we're going to start off with today is the Vindizzle Castle. It's a 20. I'm going to use this attack screen here for all of the attacks, just in case, because they'll actually be practice mode if I do that, and just in case there's any glitch castles. I don't really want to lose crowns because of that. So, jump into it here. Okay, that's pretty cool. Just spam potions. That's generally how I get through these. I've never actually died to this type of setup before. But I've seen it quite a bit, and I usually just spam potions. Generally, I'm rolling over these traps anyway, so because you're an archer, you get that extra block chance, so that's kind of why I don't think I die most of the time, but it's pretty common. I've seen it before. A lot of people are actually complaining about it right now, and I think it's probably because maybe archers are the only ones that can get through it. I don't know. I haven't played another class up enough to actually figure that out. But I realize I'm not going to beat like hardly anyone's timer. That's just not going to happen when I'm actually looking at people's castles in depth. Alright, so it looks like this is all just nothing. Looks like there's no mines or anything. So the first time someone goes through your castle, most likely they'll come over here and check for mines. And then every other time, if they want the crowns or whatever, they will just go through it. So I'm guessing this is probably going to be a boss room type thing with a bunch of stuff, as you can see right there. I aggroed it. Now I'm going to kill the Count Nottingham because he's going to go through the trap first. And then I'll back up, and there's not really any good corners, but this one's not bad. I'll step out and kill these snotters if I can, because I just don't want them out in front. And then I'll drop a volley. And now it's all about just not taking shots the best I can. The Dr. Skull is an okay touch. It kept them healed for a couple more rounds where they were able to shoot me. I don't know if it's necessarily worth the 10 points, but it probably is. And I'll just get thrown. That's fine. If I didn't get thrown, I would have been able to skip these couple mobs, but that's not a big deal. It's only 1 Zeke, 13 points. It's pretty hard to get everything aggroed, but if you can get your Count Nottingham aggro circle over all of it, it will be a little bit better. I do like that you spread out your mines a little bit. That means you can't just AoE them down with a volley or something.
That's more like it.
Alright, and then I made it through. I almost made it in time as well. You could probably get that timer down a little bit if you're an archer with decent gear. I'm pretty sure you could. Since I was able to do that that quickly with also talking about it as well, I think I could have probably gotten it at about like 1 minute and 50 or so if I was going straight for it. But either way, it's a pretty good castle. Using those fire mines and then the boss room itself to kind of use tactics already. I think that the fire mines, like, I don't know if they kill everyone. I haven't used them, and I haven't played another castle, so like another character, I mean. So I don't know if they actually like auto kill knights and auto kill mages. Like, I don't know, because archer's block chance is so much higher. I've never actually died to them as an archer, so I'm not sure. But either way, we'll jump into number 2 in just a second. Alright, next up we have Sneaky Turnip. Castle level is an 18. I played through his castle a couple of days ago because he asked me to, and let's see if it's similar. I'm not really going to talk about it in case he changed it up a little bit. So let's just jump into it and see what he's got in here. He's got quite a few crowns that are about 680, it looks like, so that's pretty good. It means his defense is winning quite a bit. Or at least discouraging enough. Alright, so I'll just walk around here. Looks like there is a mine right here. Alright. And then let's just look for mobs. I'm kind of scrolling my mouse on that side to see if there's any mobs there. Alright, so we've got a ton of traps here. Once you get immunity to them, it's not too bad. Slow trap. Couple fire mines. I'm just getting rid of those. Alright, and then I accidentally stepped on this again. Alright. These traps are really difficult to see. The springboard traps in this specific castle layout. I gotta try to get through this. Okay. Now I'm kind of in a little safe zone right here to get rotated back around again. So yeah, it's very similar to the castle that I played through before, where it's kind of an all-trap castle. He's got a ton of these mouse wheel traps and just ballista traps all over the place. I think I might actually want to use a potion here, just to do this kind of trek at full life. And I'm just trying to go to each generator as I'm getting through here. The only way to get to all of the mines is you have to keep going through this kind of crazy area. Now this is obviously going to be probably another one of those fire mine setups. So I will heal up to full again, and I'll just kind of roll onto it. And I actually blocked one of them, and I only got hit by one other one, because the momentum from me rolling threw me farther than your traps actually were set up to take me. That's one thing about these fire mine setups, is it's actually kind of difficult to figure out where someone will land based on their momentum. If someone kind of rolls into it, they'll roll farther, they'll get thrown farther than someone who kind of steps on the first trap. Like if I probably go back to here, if I can figure it out here a little bit. So if I step on this first trap, I'll probably get thrown right on top of it. Actually, I didn't hit on this one, but just because I would have had less momentum. Alright, let's heal up again, because I am getting a little low on potions, so I kind of should start to... that hurt. That hurt a lot. I didn't have my my block chance up right there. So, I mean, these are pretty cool little setups that you have. Like, I like this castle because it's unique in the fact that you're not using any mobs whatsoever.
That does the job.
I'm actually out of potions now, so I might actually die to it. Let's see. Also, the good thing is, you know, there's no health globes dropped from traps, so every damage I'm taking, I can't really heal up naturally at all. Alright, we're gonna get thrown back to here. I'm most likely gonna die to this now. If there's one more of those fire mine traps, I'll probably end up dead. But let's see. Alright, this is just gonna throw me back, so I kinda have to just build up stun immunity, basically. And I was able to get away because of the stun immunity. And I think I might have just barely made it through. And we have the boss chicken sitting at the end, guarding the treasure chambers. Yeah, it's a pretty unique castle for sure. And obviously my time was dreadful compared to yours, because you've ran it so many times trying to get your times down. But it's definitely a good timer for the castle, I would say. To hit all of those mines in 1:06 and get through all of that. Most likely you use the roll and... what's the other one? The backflip thing. I don't know exactly what it's called. I think it's like spiral shot or something. To actually get through it a little bit quicker. But yeah, good castle. Alright, so we'll jump into number 3 in just a second. Alright, and lastly we have Ringcell. Castle level is a 21. So I'll jump into it. On my archer, obviously. It's really the only class I can play castles on right now, but... Alright, so we've got a bunch of pressure from ballista traps. There is some sort of a group here. And I'm definitely going to be pulling this back. That is a huge group. I'm just going to spam until I get some stun immunity. That's the main thing that I have to do. And then I just pull it back, as probably all the way back to the boss room, honestly. And I'm trying to kite it as best as possible, because I don't have much room to actually fight this in, so if I can... yeah, this is going to get a little bit tricky. My idea is to stay in here as long as possible, but I will probably have to kite back through all of the ballistas again to actually kill this. And it's pretty difficult. I'm trying to get through the AoE right now if I can. I'm going to get out of this room now. I can't stay in here. If I can kill these 3 healers, nope, I ended up dying. I shouldn't have stopped there. I should have went off to the side a little bit. I will start over and try to get this cat. I think I can do it. Oh, alright, well, let's see if I can get back into it. I think I can do this castle, though I don't think it should be as difficult as I'm making it. Sometimes I do this as well. Some of the harder castles, I run them a couple of times. Alright, so I got the aggro. Let's get back before I lose stun immunity. And then let's see if I can maybe kill off the Count Snottingham. That will help alone. Kill him off before everything kites around. Alright, there, that's dead. Now I'm gonna wait for this AoE to go off and try to volley it.
Who's ready for more?
Sorry, I'm not talking much right now because I'm trying to concentrate the best I can. I actually probably shouldn't have attacked that Dr. Skull. He wasn't actually in the fight currently, but...
Who's next? Time for a tactical retreat.
Alright, well, I think I can do this from now.
Ready to go.
Now that I got back here, and I killed off most of the heals, I believe, I can just sort of auto-attack this stuff down, I think. There's still a lot of Zeeks left, actually. I've used all of my potions as well. I'm hoping this is the entire castle. Alright, 3 Zeeks left. 2. And the final Zeke. Alright, that hopefully was the entire castle, because that was pretty tough. I ended up using all of my potions. I had to kite back and forth 3 times. Yeah, and this is just the boss room, so we should be good. It was only a like 1-room castle. I ended up making it through it the second time trying it. And this is kind of sometimes what you have to do. You have to realize when you lose to a castle, you only lose crowns once. So if you keep trying it, you can get your crowns back. You won't get as many as you would have gotten if you had just beaten it the first time, but you know, if you're someone who's trying to accumulate crowns, you can just attack it again. Even at some of the glitched castles, sometimes you can kite it a different way to make it so that they don't glitch into the walls or anything like that.
Nice
But yeah, I ended up making it with a good time. Obviously I was on practice attack, so I don't get crowns or loot or anything. But pretty good castle. It was definitely difficult. Putting everything in the boss room and then only having 1 room that you fill up with traps is kind of something similar that I'm trying to do, except I'm trying to do it with more rooms than that. And also with a couple different groups, because I don't really like putting every single unit in the boss room. I think it's a little bit excessive. But yeah, pretty good castle. So that's number 3, so we're going to end the video here. I am taking requests again, so, you know, you can email me at frenziedcastleruns. If your castle is over level 16, I will accept it. I think I accepted a couple that were like level 14s, just to get a couple people in to my list and start actually recording and stuff like that. But once we start getting some more people, I'm only going to be taking level 16 and above. I might even increase that number once open beta comes out if there is, if there's too many requests and I can't keep up. But for right now, level 16 is the requirement. You can email me, like I said, frenziedcastleruns@hotmail.com to get a request in for me to do your castle. So that's pretty much it. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you next time.